Okay, next project. One of the things I am working on is a network attached storage being run off of it's called Open Media Vault. Let's see if I can pull that up here. The right one. There we go. Um, and I've tried different ones. Open File Share and a couple other ones. So far, this one's been the most stable and also very easy to be integrated. Adding on with their plugin system makes it very easy to add on and increase things slowly as I'm starting to use more and more. And as you can see, the system's not even barely getting taxed. Although I'm not really running any video off of it, but even when I do, it does not get taxed very long when it does. So far, and this is also, I'm getting caught up on some of my video blogs, trying to get all of my projects organized. I've kind of been taking on quite a few of them, and it's been everything's getting kind of confusing, so that's why I'm starting up these video blogs. So this one's going to be a little bit long, but as I start doing more and more, this project is starting to get really stable. I've actually, so I don't know how many updates on the video blogs I'm going to have on this one. So this is going to be a little bit long, and if I do any changes, I'll update the video blogs. But this one so far for 2 weeks it's been running. Whereas before I wouldn't get further than 24 hours before I had to make a change and reinstall. So right now what I have is, as you can see, Open Media Vault, and some of the general settings, of course, date and time. And then these are the different physical disks I have installed into it. I'll show you the actual box here in just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Bear with me with the low resolution camera here. But this is my file server. It's just an old giant case that had a bunch of externals on there. I actually installed a bunch of removable cases out of there. Sorry for the lighting. And then so that way I can switch them out if any of them go bad without having to jump into the case. Since this is an older case, a lot harder to get into than the newer ones are. But as you can see, I've got 6 drives down here below each one of these. I'll show you in the software how they're all mounted. And then actually this here, oops, there we go. This here, small IDE drive, it's actually bigger than it needs to be, that holds the operating system. They actually recommend running off of a USB so you don't take up a drive slot, but I have it plugged into the IDE. I don't have any IDE share drives. Wouldn't be fast enough. And then, of course, the CD drive for the OS when I installed it. Don't really use it much now. So going back here, those are the 6. You can see actually it's got 5. I'm missing one of the drives. I still have a drive slot that's empty. So these are the different physical drives. This here for the LVM are the different devices with the volume groups, and then I have those broken up into different logical volumes. You can see the file system here. Helps me keep track. I see it since I just created it. I don't have a lot of files on there yet. I'll be moving over a lot of what I have on my computer into there, because it does run about 30% faster than the drives in my PC. And of course, it has smart device. We keep track of the temperature and whatnot. It has access write management, which you can set up your shared folders. I also have FTP set up. to be able to transfer the files. Works a lot better than just copy and pasting, especially going from a Windows to a Linux system. The FTP is much more stable. But then here is the shares integrated for Windows with the SMB. And then the network file shares, which I don't utilize because I really don't use the RAID management yet, but I probably will be. And then it also has very good monitoring. As you can see, when I first came over, this is what I keep up. And then keeps track of these are different services I've got, the FTP. It shows if anybody is logged in, which I don't have anybody in right now. And like I said, as you can see, does not really get utilized or doesn't get taxed very much. Quite little actually, without any problems with overheating. So that is what I'm using right now. Like I said, I still have one more hard drive I want to install. I'm looking for 2 terabytes to put in there, break that up into two 1 terabyte file systems. And then let me see if I can switch over to something here. Sorry, it's a picture of another project I'm working on. But what I wanted to show you is here on the mapping of the different drives. And as you can see, I've got, and I still have more I got to move over. But they have, holds all my files. Easy to move things over, and the like I said, I just use the file transfer. Works much easier. I just use FileZilla, connect to it, transfer over the files, and you can manage everything from the Open Media Vault and keep an eye on everything. And I also have some video streaming that goes from it, so I can also monitor if there's any problem with the data rates through that GUI. And that's it.